I concluded the adventure of Huckleberry in chapter 19. It's almost half of the book, The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn. Unlike Mark Twain, let me see. 2 or 3 days and nights went by, and like when I might say this from by this reader so quiet and too smooth and lovely. Here is the way to put in the time. It was a monstrous big river down there, sometimes a mile and a half wide. All night and right up and hit daytime, and soon as the night was almost gone, so we stopped navigating and tied up nearly a waist in the dead waters under Towhead, and then carried on cottonwoods and willows and the heat left with them. Then we set out lines next to his feet into the river and headed him. So as the expression up and cool off, then we sat down on the sandy bottom where the water was about knee deep. Watching the daylight comes, not a sound anywhere, is perfectly still, just like the whole world was asleep, only sometimes the bullfrogs and clutterings maybe. A good thing to see. Looking away over the water was a kind of a door line. The wood was the other side, and you couldn't make nothing else of it out. And a bed placed in the sky, and then more pale mist spreading around, and the river softened up, way up, and then on the black and any more. But great you could see water ducks pass drifting along, ever so far away, so trading scows. And to think that along the black bricks left that sometimes you could hear street clicking or jumble up in voice. That's so still, and the sound comes so far. By and by, you could see a streak, and I don't know what it is which you know by the look of the streak, and there is a snake there in a sweep the current which breaks on it and make it straight. Look that way. You see them mist the color of the water and the legends of the and the rivers. They knew make out a log cabin in the edge of the woods or on the bank, and the other side of the rivers being woody island like this, the pilots to find them cheap, and so you can throw it anywhere. So then the nice breezes spring up and comes banging it comes over there so cool, fresh and sweet, so smells on account of the woods. The flowers, but sometimes that rates because they've left that especially laying around the stars and such, and they do get pretty rain. And next you've got a full day and everything smiling in the sun, and some bird just going out. Oh, it's not couldn't have been ostriches. So would they take some fish of the lines and cook up a hot breakfast, and afterwards we really watch the lonesomeness of the river and the kind of lazy and by and by raise up to sleep and wake up by the by and see what's on it. Maybe see a steamboat and coffins along upstream somehow toward the other side of it. You couldn't tell nothing about how only whether it was a suddenly store sideways, and for about an hour there wouldn't be nothing to hear. No, nothing to see. The solid lonesomeness next to you see or left sliding by away off, and baby on the lute on it, chopping, because they are most always being it on left but it's the X flush and come down. You don't hear nothing, you see the X go up again, and by the time it's above the man's head, then you hear the chuck. It has took all the time to come over the water. So with in the day of laying around listening to the streams. Once there was a big fog and left things, and that went by was beating and tin pans. So the steamboats didn't run over them. The crow or left that went by. The crows, we could hear them talking and crouching and laughing and ardent flying, but we couldn't see no sign of them. It made it very cold. It was like spirits carrying on the way in the air. Jim sadly believed it was spirits. And I said, no, spirits wouldn't say dinner, the done frog. So it was night out, so we showed. When we got her out about a minute, we left her alone and let her float wherever the current wanted her to. Then we lit a pipe and then dangled our legs in the water and talk about all kinds of things, always naked and day and night. Whenever the mosquitoes, the letters, the Nicholas box folks made it for me was too good to be comfortable, and besides, I didn't go so much of the clothes now. Sometimes they would have that whole little to ourselves for the longest time, whether the bank and the inland, and across the water, and then maybe a spark, which was a candle in the cabin's windows, and sometimes where you could see a spark, and two, up the skies, and maybe you could hear Peter's over a song coming over the phone. One of them's question is lovely to live on after we had the sky up. There's the speckle with stars, and we used to lay on our back and look up at them and discuss about whether there was a maid or it only had just happened. Didn't allow it, there was a maid, but I allowed it, they happened. I just do the happen, have too long to make so many. Inside the moons and across the lake dams, that looked fine and reasonable, so I didn't say nothing against it. Because I've seen us folks lay most as many, so of course it could be done. We used to watch the stars. The pilot cheers them strict down to Jim Lowry. They got spoiled and was up out of the nest. Once west of night we would see a symbol slipping around in the top. And now and then she would help on the whole all of the sparks out of the hut. They would rain down in the river and look all pretty. And she would return as her rise to the wink out of the pole. Oh, shut up, and leave the liver street again. And by her waves would get worse. A long time after she was gone, and the jovial will have to speak. After that, you didn't hear nothing, for you couldn't tell how long, except the minutes of fog or something. At midnight, the people on shore went back, and then for 2 or 3 hours the shores were black. The most spark in the cabin windows, these spark were our clock and first one, and then showed again the morning would come, so we haunted as a place to hide and toy up the right way. One morning about daybreak, I found a canoe across the shore to the main shore. It was only 200 yards, and the paddle about a mile up, a click amongst the cypress trees, to see if I couldn't get some berries. And just as I was passing a place where kind of the cold path close to the creek, here comes a couple of men cheering up the path, tied up their good food. I thought I was gone, and for whenever anybody was after anybody, I judged that me and maybe him. I was allowed to dig out from in a hurry, and they were pretty close to me then. Snuck out, some out, to beg me to say they're lying, that they hadn't been doing nothing, but being quite chased for it. Several of the men and the dogs are coming, and they wanted to jump right into the fire. I said, and to do it, and I don't hear the dogs and the whole set. They were caught and time to scrub through the bush and then get out through the creek a little way, and then you take the water and the way down and get in. That's all the dogs over the sand. They done it. Soon there was a board lit out our towel, and in about 5 or 10 minutes, with the dogs and the man were way off shouting. We heard them come on toward the creek. They couldn't see them. They seemed strong and full around a while, and then we got further and further away all the time, and we couldn't hardly hear them at all. At time we had left a mile and wood and behind us and truck, liver, everything was quiet, and was better over to the tower than he did. That's cotton woods and was safe. One of the fellows was about 17 years upward and had a flow and hair and very great whiskers. He had on all the battered up and clothes he had on a greasy blue woolen shirt, a light old blue jeans and breeches, and stuffed into his blue socks, and home knit gallows, and he only had one. They have An old long-tailed building coat with slick flaps and buttons flying over his arm. Both of them had big and fat, lettuce-looking carpetbags. The other fellow was about 30 and rest about the journey. After breakfast, we all went out and talked, and the first thing that came out was that these chaps didn't know one another. "We got you into trouble," said the warhead to other chap. "What are we selling an article to take this tartar off the keys? Doesn't take it off, too." And during the animal stood it, but I stayed about 1 night longer than I ought to. Was just in the act of sliding on out when I ran across you the trail the side of town, and you told me they were coming back me to help you to get out. So I told you I was expecting trouble myself, and I would scatter out with you, and that's the whole guns was young. I we were running a little temperance revival that in about a week, and then was a bet of the women's books, the big hand letters, for I was making it my taste warm for all I missed, I tell you. And the takings, as much as I supplied, over $6 a night, the adventures had, and the children's niggas free, begins across all time, when somehow another the folks called around last night. I had a way of putting in my time, what is private jerk or the fly, nigger rules today. Me out this morning told me that people were gathering in the one quiet with their dogs, horse. They'd be along so pretty soon and give me a blow to have our side and then run me down if they could, and if they caught me, they do tar and feathers to me, or ride me on racers. I'd wait for breakfast. I wasn't hungry. "Oh man," said the young man, "I like some might double team tar together. What do you think? What do you think? And on this boat, what's your line, Minnie?" Just a print by credits, the dwellers in patent medicines, theater actor, trustee, take it on to mesmerism and phrenology when there's chance, teach singing geography at school for change. Swing a lecture sometimes. Oh, I lots of things, most anything that comes handy, and so it ain't work. What's your lay? And I have done considerable in the doctoring really in my time, laying on hands in my best order. And for cancer center terrorist and see things that I also approaching free is good. When I have got somebody's around to plan out the practice for me, then pushing some line to stand working camp meetings and missionaries abroad. Nobody never said anything for a while, then the young man full of fire and sense of heart. "What are you asking about?" said the boy. "To think that I should have lived stability in such a life to be degraded down to such companies, and he began to wipe the corner of his eyes to the life. Then your skin's end and company's good enough for you," says the bullhead is free, poor, and lush. "Yeah, that is good enough for me. It's as good as I deserve. But it fetched me so low, and then I was so high. I didn't matter. I don't blame you, gentlemen, far from it, and I don't blame anybody. I deserve it all, and the latter cold world, the little worse. I'll think. I know that there's a grave some areas for me. The world may go on just as it always done, and taking everything from me, the loved ones and properties, everything, but it can take that. Some days I'll lie down in it and for it all, and my poor broken heart will be resting and on weeping. Now here's the poor broken heart, telling you to the bald head. Look him heaving his forward broken heart at the U.S. But we can't done nothing. No, I know you haven't. I ain't bring you gentlemen. I brought myself down here. So I did myself this long as I should. Short of proper light, I don't make any more. They brought you down from where the walls you brought down from. Ah, you will not believe me, son. The world can never believes. Very fast. Just no matter the secret of my broth. The secret of your broth, do you mean to say? Gentlemen, said the young man. Very soon. I'll be it 2 years before I feel I'm accomplishing you by rights. I'm a duke. Jim's eyes blew out when he heard that. I looked mine and my man did too. And then the bull had said, "There you can, me." Yes, my great-grandfather, our son of Duke of the Bridgewater, fled this country and about the end of the last century to breathe the pure air of freedoms. Mary here died, leaving a son and his own father dying about the same time. The second son of the late Duke and the seed that had the estate and named Pon, their Duke as was ignored. I am the lineage descendant of the infant. I am the lawful Duke of the Bridgewater. Here am I, the Duke of Bridgewater. Fallen and torn from my high estate is haunted a man and destroyed by the cold war, legged one, the heart broken and the greatest bag. Now handkerchiefs of the felons dog left. Jim pierced him ever so much, and so did I. We tried to comfort him, but he said it wasn't much use, and he couldn't be much comforted, so if the war was mine, and acknowledged him. There was more good than most anything else, so we said we would. If he would tell us how, we said we ought to bow. When we spoke to him and said, Your Grace, my lord, your lordship should own my ear. We called him plain the Bridgewater, which is the staff with the tough anyway. So no man, so one of those an old wait on him at dinner. Do anything, a little thing for him, he wants to run. Well, it was all easy, so we done it, and all through dinner, Jim threw around with him and said, Well, Grace, have some of this or some of that, or so and so on, this boy, because he's somewhat freezing him. The old man got pretty silent by and by, and didn't have much to say, and didn't look pretty comfortable that had what's going on around Duke. He seems to have something on his mind, and only person that has had the troubles like 여보세요? 아니 그러면 일요일 저녁 시간 아니 아침 뭐 수영 뭐 일요일날 그래요 뭐 아침에 저 만족인 것 같은데 뭐 해변 따라서 왔다 갔다 해야지 뭐 아직도 뭐 크게 신경 안 써. 아침에 우리가 움직이는 시간에 좋지. 날씨만 좋으면. 오케이. 그래. 알았어. 수고. 오케이. 그럼 그렇게 가자고. 오케이. Alright, troubles like that. No, you ain't. You ain't. The only person that's been snake the stone, luckily the outside placer. And the only person that had a secret of the first and the by rings, and he begins to cry. Hell, I mean, the big gay broker. Addressed you, said the old man, and still sort of observing. With the destiny told the old man by hand, squeezed it, and said, Secretary of the being speak, the Bridgewater iron right documents. You better him and me show it. At this time, Lieutenant Duke said, You know what? Yes, my friend, it's true, you're right. Looking at this very moment on the floor, disappeared Dolphin, Louis, the 17th son of Louis, 16 and Mary Anton. Anyway, you mean you're related Shawn? You must be 600-700 years old at the very least. Trouble has done it. Bridgewater. Trouble has done it, and trouble has run. This crazy has, and this pretty much was the bulk should. Yeah, gentlemen, this will be for you. And blue jeans and the middle is the wandering side from the suffering like the king of France. Well, I cried and took on so too. That's me and Jamestown. I didn't know how I was due, and we were so sorry, so great, so proud. We got him with us too. So we sat in like we done before stay with the Duke and tried to comfort him. But he said it won't refuse. Nothing but to be dead, and the thought it all could do him anguish. And he said it often made him feel just better. For why? If people treated him according to his rights and got down on one knee and speak to him, always called him Your Majesty, and wait on him first and mused, and then sat down in his presence till he asked them, Jim and me, as I too, majesting him and doing this, that, and the others stood for him and sending out till he told us that Master Thomas this done him heap of good, and so he got cheerful and then come over. But I do kind of sword on him. I didn't look at the beating, just right with this. And things was going still than the kings and actively friendly towards him. Said the dukes and great grandfather, and all the other dukes and bridgewater and was a good years thought of the best father, and was allowed to come to the place. Touchwood, but the Duke stated the office is a good one. Did the land by the king's side, like I did not. We got to the fair and played a long time on this. Here I left the village water, and so what's the use of yours of it, sir? Eating alone make things comfortable. It ain't my fault I once warned you. It ain't your fault you aren't the one of king. And so, what's the use of try? Make the best of a thing. The way it's fine says, that's my motor. This ain't no bad thing. We was struck here, playing up, and then each life becomes. Give us your hand and Duke, and let it all be friends. The Duke, and Jim, and me was pretty great to see. It took away all the uncomfortability, and we thought my fist good over it. Because it was the win, and it was business to have any unfriendliness on the left. For what you want, all things then on the left. It's for everybody to be satisfied and to feel right and to come toward the others. It didn't take me long to make up my mind. These lies to want to know the kings and the dukes. Oh, but just settle down, humbug and proudest, but I never said nothing. Never let and kept it myself that best way. Then you don't have done course and don't get into trouble if they wanted to use to call them king and duke, and I had no objections. Along as it should keep peace in the family, and I want to use to tell Jim, so I didn't tell him, and if I never learned nothing else out of pet, I learned that the best way to get on with this the kind of people is to let them have their own way. Okay, done.